and welcome. Let's get the title music going. So today we're doing some more Skyblock, doing a cheese block, in fact. We started this one last week, and we're giving it another go. We're listening to Too High to Die by Puddle music. I'll leave the intro music running for a little while, and we will get Cheese Block ready to go. Disclaimer, I didn't make this mod pack, it's made by Dan Rob's Probs. Alrighty, and let's get started. Well, after the next track. Alrighty, I'll just let Puddle play through, and we'll get started on the actual gameplay. So if you're not aware of the basic premise, it's a mod pack that's based on Tinker's Construct, but it's in 1.20.1, and there's a new block that's available, which is a cheese block, which is the basis of the entire mod pack. It's been expanded to create multiple different types of cheese. And we're making an entire skyblock out of, well, 5x5x5 cube of cheese blocks to start with. So last time we got some of the way into the pack, not very far. I've played a bit between streams and found some solutions for some problems I came across. One of them was learn to read JEI properly, so we'll continue from there. I have some ideas on how to do things a bit quicker than I did in my off-stream worlds as well. So Puddle is by Apollo Music, and Apollo Music does all the music for my channel, mainly because I commissioned a bunch of music from them, and I've been using it ever since. Hopefully we'll be able to commission some more music soon. I'd like to use some of the stuff that I've commissioned that I haven't used yet, and I'd like to have some stuff up my sleeve for a few things I've got, some ideas I've got for future projects. Alright, let's just resize this chat window a bit so I can see the chat and the game at the same time. It's the chat window on my end if you're wondering, not the chat window you're looking at. Alright, that's the end of the track. So let's get into some cheese block once this track finishes. Alrighty. So, here I am in what remains of our cheese island. Had a bit of a spill with the cheese curd. So we got cheese curd and water. Sorry, cheese milk and water and some moldy cheese. And we've got to see what we can make of that. So going to need to make a lot more cheese curd because it's a block that we can jump from. All the cheese we can't actually jump from. So we get stuck at that level if we go down any lower. And we're down to, I think, 2 layers of cheese left. So we need to find a way to make some more cheese, which is what we're trying to do over here. Alright. Put my view back to normal. First person and all. So we have a bucket still. What we might do is work on getting a second source of cheese curd. Cheese milk, I should say. So we need some different blocks around. So we need to have a blue Stilton cheese block here. I need to hit that with a mallet to try and turn it into calcite. And we'll use some of this cheese curd here to put around it. That's not the one we wanted. Cheese curd, cheese curd. Okay, we'll place that there. And we'll put some around it so that it directs the flow where we want it to. In theory. We could just reuse that one that we've got, but I think we'll try and do it as intended. So let's see. Oh, we got some more cheese blocks there. Awesome. And we can climb the water flow still, so that works. Okay, we've got cheese that is not moldy, which is nice. This is dense cheese block, which gives us 9 more untouched cheese blocks. Alright, so we'll go one there, and one there. And we want to have it's not going to work. Okay. Oh, we'll use the strainer. There we go. We can pop this strainer down where the other one is in a moment. But first, we'll place our charcoal cheese block. And a dripstone. And we'll smack this with a mallet. We need a mallet to do that. Okay, let's see. So I've got a cheese knife already. We just need some cheese string. Alright, now if we smack that with a mallet, we should hopefully be able to get... a bit of calcite. Perfect, first go. And now that can turn into cheese milk. And we'll use our cheese strainers that don't make as much cheese. get ourselves a second cheese milk. We do need a cheese block there still, or something to fill that. Let's go with the cheese block. Alright, we should be able to sleep now. Okay, so where are we up to? In our quest here, we started with the cheese block. And we've got ourselves a crafting table. So we're part of the way through, well, most of the way through the second chapter of quests. So we've got this strainer, which helps us to make more cheese. We need to make a chest, and so we need to make basic wooden tools. And I think that might be most of what we do in the second chapter. Well, it is called Born to Grill, so is there anything else we're missing? Probably just the chest. So we do need cheese milk to make all the wooden stuff from. Because cheese sticks can be turned into wood. Can be turned into regular sticks, which can then be turned into wood. And the grind is very real. Let's see if we can... see if this works, if it's just in regular cheese milk and not flowing cheese milk. Oops. Let's use another one of these. Unrelated ways of getting places, but let's see if this works. Oh, that does work. Okay, we don't need it to be flowing. That's good. Because that's cheesy, it's sticky as well. That means we can't jump from it, which I hadn't thought of. That's okay. All right. We got some spruce planks, which means we can do the knife. I think we did the knife already. No, we need the knife, pick, and mallet. Okay, we'll do all of those then. So one wooden cheese knife. Oh, seem to have no sticks left. We used them all. That's moldy cheese as well. Okay. We are out of cheese. Temporarily. I'm going to smack the moldy cheese with a mallet. Let's get some string while we're at it. Okay. That's probably enough. And of course we made it into moldy cheese again by dropping it in the water, didn't we? Okay, let's try not to do that again. Let's try not to wear our mallet, so we can make a replacement. Okay. Alright, so wooden cheese knife. Wooden mallet. Goes the other way around. And then we need some more wood for the last one. So we need one more wood, and we need to have at least 2 string. At least 2 string. No, 2 wood, 1 string, and at least 2 sticks left when we're done. So we'll use our new wooden mallet and see if it's any faster. Not really, but it lasts longer, so that'll do. Alright. We do have Forgiving Void, but it still always worries me when I get close to the edge on a skyblock. Alright, let's see. Yep, there's our wooden pick. And that's a quest completed. Awesome. Alright, so I think the aim here is to end up with some mycelium by the end of this one from memory, so we need to unlock a few more things. Got toasted cheese down there, or grilled cheese. Block of slime. Alright, now how much further are we? We need a lot more curds before we can get any further. Let's smack this one with a mallet. And before that mallet gets destroyed, we will toast it. Using some charcoal cheese, why not? That fixes the durability, but it also makes it stronger. Really doesn't want to let us clean this moldy cheese up. Okay, well, we'll try the wooden one. And it cleans it up straight away. There we go. We also scrape the mold off, which we don't want to do right now, because we don't need more mold right at this moment. We have salt. We have sky slime ball. Oh, we need to do some fishing. Let's make another string. Oh, there's some more cheese. Excellent. And we'll grab this one. It gives us compressed cheese? Compact cheese. Compact cheese gives us 4 more cheese blocks, whereas the dense cheese gives us 9. Alright, so we've got string. We need fish, that's right. We used up a cheese knife. But we got some string. It's enough to make a fishing rod. Need 2 more cheese blocks to make another one of these. Two more wood blocks, I should say, not cheese blocks. And we're going to need to use that cheese block as well. Okay. Leaves us with a couple of pieces of cheese. And that should turn back into cheese milk soon, or should turn into cheese milk soon, with any luck. Okay, so that's 20. Oh. Gotta get the timing right. That was not the right timing. There we go. That gives us 24. Which should leave us enough to make that fishing rod as well. So let's make the table first. Or the not the table, the what's it called here? Strainer. And we'll need one more stick, of course. Always one more than we have. It's always the way these things work. Need one more of something than you've got. Well, we've got 2 strainers now, so that's good. Makes life a little easier. And we've got just enough to make that fishing rod. While we wait for some more cheese. All right. So we need to fish up a fish. Which may take a little while. And there's a fish. Okay. So let's take stock of what we've achieved so far. We have a very strange looking Skyblock island. We have a fishing rod. We have a fish. So we got the rotten flesh. Got the fishing rod. So now we have another quest. We need to make a composter. We still need to make a chest. So, and there's the mycelium. Alright, did we get a fish already? We got a fish, but it's not part of the quest line. That's interesting. Okay. And there's our next lot of cheese milk. Excellent. So now we can go back to making curds. And expanding the island. Let's get that one. Alright, let's see what we can predict about what's going to happen here. We put a piece of cheese there. And let's put one there for now. We got some curds happening. Not quite what I intended, but that'll do the trick. I think we pick up the curds. How far down does that go? Oh my goodness. We could make ourselves a little tunnel all the way down, but I don't think I want to do that. How far down did it actually make stuff? Okay, we stopped it pretty quickly. I did kind of organically expand our island, which is interesting. Alright, so we'll go over here. And the grilled cheese we can jump off. So if we make a little platform here. I think I'll have to pick this up again. Should get more out of this than we have to place to pick it up with any luck. Yeah, looks like we get a few more. Okay. I'll have a few more so that we can make this a little bit wider. Direct things in the same direction, as it were. And try and get ourselves basically a cobblestone generator, but made out of curds. That'll do. Only not, because it's trying to fly away. Alright. So if I put this one here, yeah, that works. Perfect. That's what we needed. So we've got ourselves a curd generator. And we just need to keep using it until we've got enough to make a decent sized island, and a mob farm, I reckon, is the next thing we need. Maybe some sort of house to sleep in, so they're not sleeping out in the open. $45 is a good start. Move things around a bit now. Take that one out and go back to trying to collect cheese. And we broke our wooden mallet. And a grilled cheese mallet was enough to finally get that one. Alright, starting to look a little bit more organised. Just a little. Oh, we got more cheese down here. Oversleep. Okay. And we can look at expanding this to go across 2 blocks. If we wanted to, we could still continue to make cheese milk, but I don't think we need more at the moment. 2 should be enough. Much better. So I'm turning into a curd block rather than a cheese block. And we lost that one, but that's okay. We'll get back to that. Yeah, got a compact cheese block, so that makes up for all of that lost cheese. And I think we gotta make a house. Gotta start going down a bit, I think. Looks like that's actually a big lot of cheese curds there. So could be our way down. Yep, there we go. That's our way down. Lots of cheese curds. Alright, I think that'll probably do us for depth. I can have some cheese down here that doesn't get rained on. Doesn't go mouldy every time it rains. Maybe set up another curd generator later on, but for the moment, that's enough space to work with. I don't think we can make anything else out of the curds in terms of blocks directly. But there are ways around that we'll get to. Okay, more blocks, more cheese blocks, fantastic. I'll get ourselves some more curd blocks. Try not to walk on there, so we will get stuck down there. All right. And then immediately turned into cheese. That's funny. Just waiting for us to place it. Okay. Moving on. So, we've got a couple of quests. I think we've finished up. No, we haven't. So we've got to make mycelium. Now, to make the mycelium, we need all of these things. Now, I think we've got everything at the moment. Oh, we need the bone meal. So, we need to make the composter and the bone meal, and then we can make the mycelium. Okay, that's moldy cheese. Let's see, that should hopefully be enough. Yep, looks it. Okay, now we don't need to climb up to get to the cheese milk to make sticks, so that works well. And we are going to need one more lot. Alright. Let's go then, and we'll get 12 spruce slabs. And a composter. Any more stairs down here? I'll just put one there. Be a bit cheeky about it. Alright, I need another knife. We could just do a cheese one, I guess. Quicker. Oh no, may as well do a wooden one. Won't take that long. Alrighty. Yes, there's cheese. You should be hearing me. I just haven't been talking much. Yeah, just very quiet because I didn't think anyone was actually watching. You surprised me. Alright, so we are cheesing. So we're cheesing our way through Skyblock. I'll go through the basic premise with you in a moment. But firstly, we'll sleep. And welcome, Joshua. Good to see you. Alright, so Dan Rob's Problems created this Skyblock. And it is in fact called Cheeseblock. And I'm looking the wrong way. There we go. Up close and personal. So we got lots of cheese. And we've also got cheese milk, water, and various other things. Which we came across, which we came by through the magic of questing. So we started with a 5x5x5 block of cheese. So I think it was this one. Yeah, here we go. And it's got a bunch of stuff we need to do. We need to ultimately beat the dragon. But we started on a block of a 5x5x5 block of cheese. And basically we had to progress through making cheese sticks and cheese knives and cheese mallets and pressed cheese and cheese string and cheese pickaxes and all that sort of stuff. To make a cheese crafting table, which you then need to hit with a mallet to get the cheese off. That leaves us with a regular crafting table. And that was getting started. And then from there we've had to do a similar thing with the cheese furnace. And that's where we're getting through at the moment. We're not yet up to chapter 3. The aim of this chapter is to end up with some mycelium. And it is about cheesing the mechanics, it's just there's some cheesy mechanics that have been put in. Some cheesy tinkering. Okay, so we've got a bunch of mouldy cheese blocks, and we've got a bunch of sticks. Let's make another cheese knife. It's got a wooden knife, but it's a wooden knife for cheese. And we want to get the mold off the mouldy cheese. So we've got four mold now. 6 mold. Okay, let's see if that's enough to make a bone meal block. Well, not bone meal block, but a piece of bone meal. Not quite. Alright, let's replace that bit with a piece of cheese curd. Alright, we lost that bit, that's alright. Let's put down the ones we're holding instead. We have a way of making more cheese, so that's not a major issue. Just frustrating. So we got a couple from that one. Go up to 8. Should be enough to make one bone meal. Surprisingly, no. We don't use it for witch water. We use it as a way of getting dirt. And then once we get dirt, we get some other stuff. Witch water may come into it, but hasn't yet. Alright, so we need a bunch of things here to make dirt. And we just happen to have all of them. So we need mold spores, fish, charcoal cheese, string, bone meal, salt, blue Stilton cheese, sky slime, or any type of slime, but sky slime's what we got, and rotten flesh. So we have made our first mycelium. Now the thing with mycelium is that there's something else we can do later on to make lots of that, but for the moment we have the first one. We get a block of XP cheese as well. So XP cheese can be eaten. And no, it's not Ex Nihilo. Yeah, Ex Nihilo. Ex Nihilo is the one, but whatever it's called these days. Ex Deorum could be the one. But yeah, no Ex Nihilo in this pack. What we do have though is our piece of mycelium and a knife. So we scrape the mycelium with a knife and we get some mushrooms, and then it leaves rooted dirt once we get all the mushrooms off it. Then we want to use our hand on that one, and we got no seeds. That was particularly bad. We should usually get some seeds. We didn't get any seeds, but that's okay. We have dirt. Now the dirt, next step is to make the dirt into other stuff, but we'll get to that. So we have composting, and have we missed anything here? We might have actually. Yep, we've unlocked the next one. So there's the rooted dirt, and there's the dirt. So from the dirt we should be able to get a whole bunch of different types of seeds. We got some mushrooms. We've only got one type though. Now the mushrooms we're going to need for something else. So let's grab these dense cheese blocks. And we'll craft some more sticks. So craft sticks by putting cheese sticks into cheese milk. Don't question the logic, that's just how it works. And then we need more bone meal and another fish. Alright. Get another fish first. Now we should also make a infinite water source. Ooh, crash landing at 1.20.1. That sounds fun. It doesn't look like it's in the right spot. No, it's not. Okay. So we get another bone meal and we'll make ourselves a infinite water source next, I think. You can't fish in milk, no. So I started investigating whether it would be possible to port this pack to Fabric, because it's all done in Forge, and it might be possible to port some of the basics into Fabric, but there are some Forge-specific mods, ones that Dan Rob's Probs actually made for the pack, that well, or that he's used for other packs that he's made, that are only available in Forge. So I'd have to port those mods as well, which could be a bit of a challenge. Might be something I'm up to, but not yet. Not at my current skill level. Yeah, balance still lacking. That's the problem I'd have if I tried to port this pack with the mods that are available in Fabric. Some of the mods that provide essential balance are in fact Forge only at the moment. Alright, we got one mold spore. Okay, we've got plenty of this stuff, so we should be okay for tools for a little while. Now we do have ceramic shears as well, which we'll need later on, and we can use those ceramic shears to get mold without destroying things quite as quickly as the wooden knife does. And I think we're going to need... yeah, we're going to need some more blocks. So let's grab some cheese curd. The other thing is you can't jump from any of the cheese blocks. They prevent jumping because they're sticky, unless it's grilled cheese, which presumably has been dried out or something. So this is our equivalent of a cobblestone generator at the moment, which is a curd generator. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I've been waiting for Dan's latest episode in this pack, but I think I've gotten further. Well, yeah, I've gotten further than he did in his last episode, so I'm a bit ahead of the pack. So it'll be interesting to see how the creator of the pack actually plays through some of the stuff that I've done. So I know that I've found some solutions for things that he hadn't thought of, which is always fun. Alright, so we need some more bone meal. Let's give that a go. Nice. Okay. Let's move our bed down to the little platform below that we made. Oh, I thought we lost the bed off the edge there. Okay. Downstairs platform. And I think we expand the platform a bit while we're at it. We do have Forgiving Void, so if we happen to fall off the edge, it's not the end of the world. Grilled cheese is crispy. In fact, grilled cheese is so crispy that you can make grilled cheese wedges out of it, and those grilled cheese wedges can be crafted into dripstone somehow. Again, don't question the logic. It's not meant to be serious. Speaking of which, here's how we make torches. Oh yeah, if you double grilled cheese, it becomes charcoal cheese, like you burnt it, which becomes important for fuel later on, at least in the early stages. That's right, we're going to sleep. Good cheese is also gooey, yes. Good cheese can be crispy or gooey depending on how long you grill it for. Alright, so let's get our second water source. Alright, I've just got to tell my alarm to leave me alone for a little while. It's decided to turn off. It'll probably go off in 5 minutes. Alright, so we've got our second water source. I think it's time to make a little water pool, but first we'll place maybe use some planks temporarily. Just to place this one. So it's being a little bit tricky and a little bit too tricksy for myself. Alright, and we'll just grab this wood again, because we will need that. Yeah, like wooden shears, except they're ceramic, so you need access to clay to make them. I've seen them in other mod packs as well. So they do a reasonable job. Alright, so let's get one more bone meal. And rather than destroying all of the cheese inside that's mouldy, we also have the option of making more mouldy cheese at will by simply throwing regular cheese into water. We have some spare cheese, so let's do that. Alright, so if you're wondering what this one is, this is blue Stilton cheese. So it's made from mouldy cheese and salt and mould. Mould spores. Okay. Alright, now do we have everything we need to make more mycelium? Let's have a look. We're short a slime ball. Okay. So the way we make slime balls, and we can inadvertently summon slimes from this. I mean, we've got a slime block here we can just use, but I like having a slime block. So I'll demonstrate. Easier to demonstrate than talk through. So first we'll make sure we've got another... Whoops. That was a mistake. That's okay. We can fix those. So we put a mold spore into the cheese milk. No, is it into water? Was it the mold spores? What was it? It was something else. Must have been something else. Here's the blue Stilton. Yeah, it's blue Stilton. So we need blue Stilton cheese. We put one of those into cheese milk. And we get ourselves a slime, which conveniently drowned. Another one that didn't drown. And we got ourselves some more slime balls. And they can be quite a challenge when you're not expecting it. Alright, so we should now have enough to make another. Now we're missing blue Stilton cheese. Because we threw it all in. Ah, okay. Well, this is a good example of how we make blue Stilton cheese. And we need more sticks. Make another knife. This time I'll actually tell my timer to give me a little bit more time. Alright. So make another knife. And we also need to make sure we make a mallet, because the mallet broke. So for that we need an extra knife. We need 1 and 2. And then of course we don't have enough sticks to make the mallet, but that's okay. We can always make it out of... dang. Well, we can always spend some XP cheese to buy some more cheese. I was going to say we could just make it out of moldy cheese, but we turned all of our cheese into moldy cheese, which was a bit of poor planning. We get iron from a few different ways. And by the way, hi Danny. We get iron from iron nuggets, from armor from mobs, which is the hardest way to get it, I guess. We also get iron nuggets from cheese clusters, which we haven't got to yet. And what else is there? That's pretty much it, but we do have Tinker's construct, so we can make a lot of different things once we get to that sort of level. So let's try and get this moldy cheese turned into enough salt and mold that we can make another mycelium block. Seven. So if we do 4 of those, and 2 charcoal cheese should be enough, and then I'll leave 1 to actually make the mycelium block. And yes, we do also have the option of getting iron tools and things, zombie villages and things, but there's other stuff to do before that. Villagers don't come into this pack for quite a while. I haven't needed them. Interesting fact, it seems a little inhumane, but kind of necessary for progression in the pack. You can, in fact, use zombie villagers and wandering traders as a source of emeralds by melting them down in a foundry. Or a smelter, in fact. Or a foundry. But you get a smelter first. Alright, so there's our blue Stilton cheese block. And now if we turn that back into cheese blocks, or cheese pieces, and we get 1 more piece of mold spores, we should be able to do more mycelium. Excellent. Okay, so hopefully we get red mushrooms this time. Yep, we did. And hopefully we'll get some seeds from things this time. Okay, grass seeds. That was the first one we wanted. Awesome. We also got potato seeds. Nice. Carrot seeds. Nice. And that's it. But that was a good progression. So we now have 2 pieces of dirt, which of course means that it's probably a good time to start making an infinite at least 2x2 water source, so that we've got room to do things, and we've got some ability to do some farming. Not all the seeds, but all the seeds we need for the moment. Okay, so potato seeds and carrot seeds we can reuse, obviously, once we've got the product they make. All right. So let's do our water source. Where will we put it? We go over this way. Make things a bit more interesting. We'll have a little balcony over here with some water on it. And some farmland and things like that. So let's have our... dirt here. We're going to need more, but we'll get to that. Oh, look at that, just the right amount. Okay, so we want to have our farmland starting here. In fact, we also want to have, before we do farmland, we probably want to have some other things, but we can start with farmland. All right, we'll borrow our water for a second. Now that we've sorted the infinite water, we'll put that one back. A better question than how you get iron in this pack is how do you get lava? That is the focus of the next section. Yeah, good for progression, that's true. Okay, so we may as well make grass, because it will be handy later. And we may as well see what we can do with that. But we do need some mushroom stew as well. We don't have the bowls yet. What do we have? We need some more fish. I need more salt and mold. Sticks are a bit of a premium, and we don't have any cheese we can turn into. We're gonna need to get some more cheese. So we'll go into the XP cheese shop, and we'll use some of this XP cheese that we've been earning. So I think what we might do, because it's going to end up being roughly the same price as making the cheese ourselves. We've got 8 to make some cheese blocks, or we've got 4 for an improved strainer. So if we go 4 for an improved strainer, that gives us 9 cheese blocks if we just wait and we're patient. So in fact, it gives us 18 cheese blocks, 9 from each of those. And from that we can get back onto the cheese grind. So cheese fondue becomes important later on. Various different types of it. Or fondue, depending on how you want to say it. Now we have an XP cheese block there as well. Let's make it. Let's make the rest of these XP cheese into XP cheese blocks. And I am feeling impatient. We do have one regular cheese there that we can use. So we might swap that out for one of the moldy cheese. Just noticed that. And I think I just broke the cheese milk. That happens. Well, we can manage without more cheese curd for a little while. That's okay. We could just use the cheese milk that we've already got and make another one. I think we might do that. So I think I broke the cheese milk. No, I didn't. Ah, even better. Okay, that's fine then. We'll just temporarily place this cheese block and we'll break it again when we need to get down. Just break that one. Perfect. Okay, so we've got... As long as the cheese milk is dripping onto one of these strainers, it'll generate more cheese. It'll replace the strainer, but that's okay. Alright, now that we have more cheese, we can make... is that going to be enough? Yes. No, but that's okay. Well, you can just wait for some more cheese to arrive, and in the meantime, grab some more curd blocks. Okay, so we got to the mycelium, which is the main aim for today's stream. All right. And we have one spruce planks there, so we can afford to use some sticks to make some salt. All right. Looking good. It's curtain time, that's right. Alright, while we're here, we'll turn that one into a regular cheese as well. Oh, no we won't. Forgot that wasn't a mallet. Gotta keep remembering that. So we might just turn that into a curd so we don't have that temptation again. I'm glad I made a hollow there to drop it all into though. That worked out well. So I'll make sure we just go there. Perfect. And there we go. I'll leave that alone. And just because I'm being impatient, I might grab some pre-made cheese as well. Didn't actually keep the XP cheese box. Didn't actually keep the XP cheese, so we'll go in and we'll buy some cheese as well. So we've got an option of what we want to get. So we can get 8 moldy cheese blocks, 2 dense cheese blocks, 2 blue Stilton cheese blocks, 8 grilled cheese blocks, or 4 charcoal cheese blocks. So we're going to go for the dense cheese blocks because that's actually 18 blocks of cheese, which will get us out of trouble for the moment. Alright, so if we then yep, we have spruce planks, perfect. Then I guess another spruce plank. If we turn that into sticks, let's turn all of that into sticks. Try that again. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, let's go for the extra spruce plank because we'll need it later. And that's not a mallet. That's not how we make the mallet. Okay, so the mallet is that one. Okay, so that means we can rescue some of the cheese. Not that we really need to now, but we have the option. Okay, so we also want to make, that was the other reason we wanted the cheese, was we want to make a hoe. That'll be enough to get a hoe. All right. Always keeping at least one spruce plank in reserve, which is good. And we can also make in fact, we'll use that spruce. We'll use these spruce slabs that we aren't using for much else. I'll make some more grilled cheese. And then I'll also make some charcoal cheese from that. Right, now that we've got the hoe, make some farmland, and we'll get these. Alright, so that'll become a potato. Become several potatoes. There's our charcoal cheese again. Now, a good trick with the charcoal cheese is you can use one charcoal cheese to make another cheese block into charcoal cheese block. Yes, thank you for the spam there, but you're not appreciated. I don't think anybody actually appreciates that. And buying viewers is a breach of Twitch TOS, so nobody actually follow that up. Hello to the Twitch spammer. I don't want cheap viewers. I want expensive ones. I want viewers that are worth the money. Okay, it looks like that's enough of a distraction for me to not put the right amount of fuel in, but that's fine. We'll fix that. If you're quick enough, you can use one piece of charcoal cheese to make another piece, but I wasn't quick enough. Now, almost all the cheese can be put into the composter as well. It's just that the mold is the most efficient way of making bone meal from cheese. And we do have salt and we do have mold spores. Okay. So I think we just need another fish and we're good to go. I think so. So this time, instead of fishing in the moving water, we'll fish in the little pool. And we'll take that one out and replace it with some curd. Of course, we can easily make a large enough fishing pool for... large enough fishing pool for the loot effects to come in, but not too worried about that. There's another fish. I think that's enough for another... I see them. We are missing bone meal and string. Okay. Not seeing the drips there, but I think it's just... oh, there we go. Okay. More string. And let's try for some more bone meal. Can just put the moldy cheese in for a 40% chance of getting a layer of things, but we can get more than one mold spore from the moldy cheese, as you just saw. And they give us a, I think it's a 65% chance. 55% chance. Whereas the moldy cheese block only gives you a 40% chance. So generally, but obviously not always, more efficient to go with the scraping the mold off and turning it into bone meal. Okay, that should be it. Alright, another mycelium. And this one we'll put... over here. And of course the knife chooses just now to break. That's fine. We got potato seeds. And we got melon seeds. Nice. Alright, well I think we might plant the carrots over here. Where'd the carrot seeds go? And the melon seeds. Those are the carrot seeds. Alright. Dripstone doesn't normally drip from flowing blocks, but the way it works in this pack is that flowing blocks count for creating cheese curd, for creating cheese, and for some of the other stuff as well. So I will show you that in a sec. And in fact, now would be a good time to demonstrate how we make dripstone. In fact, we've got one over here we can break up, but I don't know if there's anything underneath it. Oh, yeah, there should be. Let's just double check. Ah, good thing I checked. Nothing underneath it. There should be one underneath here. Yep. So if we... There we go. So... it was a mallet, I think, for this one. No, it's a pickaxe. Grilled cheese pick. So we get... grilled cheese wedges. Now, as grilled cheese wedges, we need 5 of those to make a dripstone. So we'll grill another cheese. And of course there wasn't enough. Alright, we'll just break up the charcoal cheese block. That's moldy cheese, that's why. Okay. I'll put a second one in there. Oh, we do have another cheese here as well. Another charcoal cheese block. Forgetting where I place things. Alright, so we got 2 more grilled cheese. Now, all the cheese-based stuff can be... almost all the cheese-based stuff can be eaten as well. Even the cheese tools. Alright, so that was the mallet, not the pickaxe. Not the pick. Now, very similar in appearance. Which is the grilled cheese pick that we already got. And in fact, we're getting hungry, so let's just eat that one. So we do have a wooden one. Okay, so we have enough to make 2 more dripstone. Why do we want to do that? Because we want to get some mud, and a way we can get mud without glass, we haven't fished up any bottles yet, is we can use dripping water and pointed dripstone onto dirt. That will make mud. Hey, there we go, we finally got some cheese. So there's much quicker ways of getting cheese later on, but this is how we replenish our cheese for the moment. No food problems, no. As long as you have cheese. Alright. Let's go for another couple of bone meal. I'll make a couple of mycelium. So what's the next thing for progression here? Beetroot seeds. So yeah, we need more dirt. Magic bean would be nice as well. And we do need some flowers, because that's how we get red sand. I have to say, having played further through the pack, I do miss some of the late game progression stuff, or the later game progression. Things get much easier to get. It is still kind of grindy, it's just the way the pack goes. But it becomes a more satisfying grind, I think is the best way to describe it. Food problems. Well, they do become food problems if you use up all of your cheese, because there's not much else you can make things from, to start with, at least, until you get your farming established. But I can understand where you're coming from. I have an extra salt in reserve. And we'll get another fish. Hi, Kofi Streambot. Good to see you again. To see that you're still functioning. Alright, we've got a salmon this time. Still works. And we're short... we're short a rotten meat. Now, the rotten flesh. So there's a way to make rotten flesh, which is with mold spores and fish. But it's a bit wasteful on the mold spores. So you can also just fish up until you try and keep fishing until you get rotten flesh. Or you can also use the method for getting cheese milk to get the calcite and hit it with a mallet until it hit the blue Stilton cheese with a mallet until it turns into calcite. But while you're doing that, you can get cheese worms, which are basically look very much like silverfish, except they're brown. And they will give you rotten flesh. No, that's alright, I understand. I'm not particularly chatty myself. It's just good to have someone in the audience to chat to. Let's see. I will just go the moldy cheese route, I think. And I do have enough to make some more mesh. Make two more of these. Strainers, that's what they're called. That's the wrong one. Should be just enough sticks to make the strainers. In fact, it's twice as many sticks as we need to make the strainers for the blocks, the planks. I'll just use those two then. Keep a few sticks in reserve. So we do start getting lots of cheese eventually. I will use this opportunity to put down another one of these and save dripstone for one of the dripstone for later, but use one for cheese production. We'll retrieve this because we're not making more at the moment. And there we go, we've got more cheese coming through already. I'm not sure how I feel about that being mouldy cheese there, so might go around this way. Aha. Thought so. Yeah, if I was to remove that earlier, I would have lost the mouldy cheese. Which isn't the end of the world, but does mean I have to make more. Which I'm trying to avoid unless I have to. And it looks like it's coating time again. Yeah, I've got a similar sort of thing. Like I'm streaming Minecraft at the moment, and I've basically got pretty much just you as a viewer. One other person on YouTube, by the look of it, who's been pretty quiet, and maybe someone on Twitch. Maybe it's maybe it's the scammer. Maybe it's Kofi Streambot. Can't really tell. But I think the scammer's moved on, so it's probably someone else on Twitch who's just been quiet. By the way, anybody who's watching who's not subscribed or followed on Twitch, not subscribed on YouTube or followed on Twitch, feel free to do either of those things. Whichever is appropriate for the platform you're watching on. And yeah, I mean, eventually I'll get to the point where subscriptions will be a thing on Twitch for me, but I need at least another 9 followers on Twitch, I think, for that to happen. And quite a lot more in terms of engagement from viewers. So feel free to engage if you are enjoying what you see. I'm pretty terrible about drumming up engagement while I'm streaming. I tend to focus on what I'm doing rather than trying to get people to do those things. So I'm a bit too chill sometimes, I think. Alright, so when we get beetroot seeds, they become important for progression. Let's see. So we're going to need 2 more moldy cheese, 2 more mold spores to get that rotten flesh. So may as well just do that. And this is why we keep sticks in reserve. Sticks get a bit easier to manage as well. You'll see why shortly if we get that far. Alright, so that's 5 mold spores, which means 2 of those with a fish, and there's some rotten flesh. So we should be able to make that mycelium now. We are missing a string, of course we are. Spider farm might be an idea as well. Or at least a mob farm that generates spiders. That was the least amount of string we could possibly have got, but it's all we need for the moment. And there's another mycelium. Yes, I understand. Yeah, I have to worry about the topics that I want to discuss as well, because I do want to try and keep to this sort of things that will eventually get me monetized, even though don't have any illusions about making huge amounts of money from it anytime soon. It'd be nice to, maybe believe that one day I could. Oh, we got some wheat seeds. Cool. We needed those. And that's more potato seeds. More melon seeds. More grass seeds. Always good. So we're getting a lot more seeds this time around, but we're done now. Okay, so the reason we wanted lots of beetroot seeds is what we can turn them into. But for the moment, we'll grow some beetroot so we get more beetroot seeds later. And then I'll show you what we can get from the beetroot seeds, which is important to progression. Did we already put that? We already did. Okay, we need to make some more. Alright, so throwing a beetroot seed in here, we get a sky slime seed. And that allows us to get sky slime grass, which then allows us to get other things. Yeah, I don't really care about monetization that much. I just want to actually get the audience growth potential as well. I'd like to feel like I have more people watching, if that makes sense. I was that potato too early. I'd like to feel like I have more people watching, but getting to that level where you can get monetization is generally enough where you start getting the organic growth as well. A bit faster. Right, so I forgot to collect resources. Forgot to collect rewards here. And we also have a need for some beetroot soup. What do we need the beetroot soup for? Let's have a look. Doesn't tell us yet. Wonder, what could it be? Okay, so we need sky slime grass, and we need mud, and we need some things we can do that are basically witchcraft with plants to make things that we don't currently have. But that's when we get into the tinker's side of things. Yes, esotericism and religion do tend to be, and finance do tend to be things that don't get you much interest from gaming audiences until you get big enough to have a fairly varied audience. There we go. Oh, great. I'm stuck in here because there's cheese underneath us. Didn't think that one through. Okay, well, we might move the composter over near the things we're going to be composting more anyway. And looks like we need still more mycelium. I'll be glad when we get to the point where we can make as much of it as we want and basically have free dirt. Okay, let's see. So we are missing fish, string, and blue Stilton cheese. And we only have 4 mold spores again. Okay. Get some more cheese generating. For that we need more of these. That should get us enough for 4 pieces of wood. May as well use the functionality. There we go. So that will get us, with some string, will get us some more cheese. Oh, excellent. We've got enough for... got enough for 2 sets. We just make a few more sticks. Alright. Leaves 1 string for some more mycelium. And we also need to make a chest and some other stuff, so we need to get some more cheese happening for that. Alright, let's see. We're out of knives, so we need still more cheese to turn into sticks. Minecraft game design has been good discussion for your channel of late, but it is limited in scope. Yes, that's true. Gaming topics to discuss that. Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a... I mean, I also play Terraria, so I mean, I guess that helps with having a little bit of variety. But if Terraria is not your cup of tea, which I believe it's not, then obviously you need other game topics to talk about. All right. Do I want to... I need at least 1 more salt if I'm going to make 2 more wheat. 2 more wheat, 2 more mycelium. Terraria and Minecraft does have a lot of overlap, that's true. Fish. Oh. Already got more cheese, that's good. Oh, we've got plenty of cheese. Look at that. Alright. Well, in that case, let's make half of that into moldy cheese. Oh, that was noisy. Okay. And it gives us 12, that's a bit better. Oh, 13 in fact. And... yeah, we'll just go with 2, that should be enough. We'll just see how many that smelts. And we'll get a couple more fish while we're waiting. I'm running low on slime as well, but that'll sort itself out soon enough. Yeah, old school games can be fun to talk about. Toontown, Quest for Glory, Wing Commander, Privateer. I think the only one I haven't really played there is Toontown, and I know you've played enough of it that you'd be able to talk a fair bit about it. And Wizard 101, yep. It's fun to stream for you. I can tell you always enjoy it when you're streaming, but yeah, the audience is a little bit lacking, I know. Similar to this one for me, because this is sort of, especially considering it's not my mod pack, it's better presented by the person who actually made it, in terms of watchability, I guess. But I have had a few views on the replay from the last one, so I haven't got that many views from the actual video itself. The replay will hopefully bring in a little bit more in terms of viewership. Also need to do another edited Skyblock, because that one went quite well for me. Skyblock Hardcore, obviously. Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, I've got the second channel that I'm not doing much with, that I could probably use if it comes down to that, and I want to start again with the demographics. Could also be sneaky and start a new new attempt at creating a community as well. All right, now there we go. That's the blue Stilton. And we just need the bone meal, so we need more multi-cheese for that. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, the moon is also cheese. So that was a pretty obvious thing to do as part of the pack. I appreciate the humour in that. Curse and Burden. Yeah, I found that my Minecraft videos have been the most successful ones, but the ones that have been successful aren't the type of videos I want to keep making. If that makes sense. I think you understand. Partially from where we were when I was making those videos, and what else was going on. And partially just because I mean, it got views, but it's also a bit of an oversaturated market. I do still have multiples. There we go. So I'm going to make 2 rotten flesh. And that might be everything. I think that's everything. I need to turn that back into these things. So yeah, if we can get oak trees, we can get a whole bunch of other types of trees, but we don't have... We're missing the bone meal. Okay. Moving towards a new variety channel. Yep. Yeah. Like I could just make videos on how to make. I could redo my my how to get redstone and superflat video and update it. Updated 1.21.x or whatever. But it feels cheap. If that makes sense. Feels like it's too easy to just make the go for the viral content instead of making the sort of stuff I want to make. Yeah, I know a few people have sort of transitioned to doing variety gaming that we know. So it is an option, I guess. I do like the Minecraft. It's just it is a saturated market when it comes to content creation. The modding's been fun though. The mod packs and that sort of thing. Yeah, how to get every resource in Superflat. I was considering doing a series along those lines to start with, and then I was like, I just can't be bothered. And 90% of it's already been covered by people who have more time and investment in creating specifically Superflat videos. So make of that what you will. Alright, so we have another mycelium. Now this one I'm going to place in a separate section because we're going to make something else out of it. I think I will start it over here though. We got no useful seeds for that, but that's okay because we wanted to do one of those. So, yeah, exactly. So plenty of people have done it to death, really, but not. But it's not a good way to establish a separate identity, which I guess I've been struggling with for a while. Yeah. Or the recent trend of in 60 seconds. Well, the revisited recent trend of in 60 seconds. Yeah. I think just changing up what I'm doing is good. I like Skyflat, but I know that it's very niche. It's probably niched down a little too much, if that makes sense. To the point where there's not that much of an audience. I think I've got most of them already. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to go a slightly different direction with the Terranos Superflat Hardcore. Just for something different. And, you know, it's been a while since I've really been paying attention to hardcore. It looks like I've pretty much run on my 2-hour mark there, so I'm going to give myself about another 15 minutes. Yeah, basically, unless I can make it, unless I can make it more, what's the word I'm looking for? Flashy and exciting, somehow. And I mean, I probably could. I just don't know how and don't have the time to invest in it. I mean, I'm pushing it with the amount of time I spend streaming these days, and it's hard to find the time to edit once you make that much content as well. Like, it's one of the reasons I'm sort of differentiating what I'm doing in streaming from what I'm doing for my edited series, is because it's hard to turn stream content the way I do it, at least, into edited videos and have it not look messy. I guess that's the best way to put it. Yeah, it's the hardcore aspect that makes it different. You know, slightly. Not that different, admittedly. Alright, I should have another mycelium able to be built from here. We're missing blue Stilton. Let's fix that. Now we're missing string. Easy fix. Yeah, I think the modpack content was a good way to go. The ethereal airships with the ethereal islands style, but again, get too far into it, and you know, especially if I'm sharing a world with other players, they've got more time to play than I do, so it becomes less my server and more of a loosely knit SMP, and we know what happens with those. Don't get me wrong, I like having the community, having some of the community playing with me there. But I do have something else I'm waiting on my turn for, so we'll see that when the time is ready. Okay, I do have more beetroot, so got beetroot growing. I have plenty of seeds in no time once it actually takes hold. So let's make another sky slime seed. All right. I think the next thing I'm going to need to concentrate on is to make progression here is going to be a mob farm, which is going to take a while. So not going to do that one today, but we need to get 4 tall slimy grass, and we need bone meal basically to be able to do a lot of this stuff with any speed. And I don't really want to spend too long on each chapter, so I might do a bit of concentrating on a mob farm next stream. Basically got to that point. There's not much more progression I can do without a bit of grinding, so. Although I could quickly get some of the stuff from the last chapter out of the way. Or is it the first chapter? Second chapter. Yep. I'll quickly get the chest and follow on from that out of the way. Should be enough if I just make a bucket load of sticks. That should be enough for now. Let's go with that one, in fact. Get that out of the way, and probably did it in the wrong order, but rather get it done than not. Alright, got the chest, and we got the spruce drawers. And the only other one we need is the wooden hopper. I think that's this chapter pretty much done once we're at that point. So we need 3 more, I think. Okay, so we need lots more. Should be using the mallet for this. Wooden mallet is at least a little faster than the cheese mallet for this sort of thing, most of the time. Thursday evening into Friday, which is almost never true, but a manager got fired and did your schedule before... Oh, okay, manager who got fired did your schedule before he left. Okay. Yeah. I'm just getting to the point where I'm not quite sure what to do next, and you know, getting to 500 subs is the goal, and getting further than that would be lovely. But you know, 500 is one of the stepping stones. All right, I think that's going to be just enough. Yep. I think that way we can at least finish off a chapter. Yes, there we go. Alright, so we can use this wooden hopper, for example, to start automating, or not automating, but to start speeding up the production of curd. Except we don't want it to be going there, we want it to be... I think we'll put the spruce straws down here. And then we'll go underneath and put the hopper in from there. And now... it won't catch all of it, but it'll catch most of it. Yeah, I kind of feel the same. And it's a difficult place to be in, because I like my community, but I also wish that I had... wish they had a slightly older core demographic. And you know, if I hang on to the same community for a while, eventually they will be a slightly older core demographic, but not sure I have that level of patience at this time in my life. Alright, let's see how this is going in terms of storage. We have 32 in there, and we have 45 in my inventory, so that's getting somewhere. So we started on some storage, and we have some crops going as well. That's probably a good place to leave it. Maybe catch a couple more fish. Let's see. Yeah, we got 2 more strings, so let's get 2 more. Let's get 2 more fish and 2 more rotten meat, rotten flesh. Hello, whoever the second person is there. I see a second viewer. Usually right when we're about to wrap up is when they turn up. But hello. Welcome. Ah, got a bone. That's going to save a lot of time. Okay. One more fish and I think we'll make 2 more mycelium and leave it there. What are we missing? Ah, the rotten flesh, that's right. And the salt. Okay, we're low on cheese. And it's raining, so we gotta move quickly. That's not gonna work. Because the rain causes the mold. Probably as fast as it gets taken off, if it does get taken off. Can we sleep it away? No, it's not a thunderstorm. Alright. We only have 6 XP cheese there. We can probably collect some more. 7. Alright, I think this might be a place to leave it. Anything else we can get in this quest line? Not really. I used up all of the cheese. Couldn't have done that. Oh well. It happens. I'm not completely stuck, but I'm too stuck for where I want to be. Wait, I still have a mallet? No, we broke the mallet and we didn't make a new one. So that's put us in a bit of a bind. Oh wait, we do have a way out. We can get some more cheese from the XP cheese shop by getting more of these strainers. That'll get us ready to go for cheese for next time. I'll put this one over here. There we go. And I think that's a good place to leave it, because my watch is telling me to finish up the stream. Alrighty. Now it's not raining anymore. And there's some cheese. Awesome. Alright, on that note, before I do anything else and get carried away and spend more hours streaming than I intended to, I will call it. I'll say thank you very much for sticking around. Do appreciate you being there for chat. And D&D related. Ooh, that could be interesting, yeah. We'll have to chat about that one offline. But yeah, thank you all for watching, those of you who've been here, and mostly Joshua, but thank you everyone. And yeah, I will see you in another stream, depending on how many views this one gets after the fact. I may continue this one a bit more, or I might just continue playing the pack offline for my own enjoyment. We'll see how we go. But anyway, time to hit the ending screen and hit the cobblestone generator and say thanks for watching again. And I am enjoying this pack, but yeah, don't know if it's the time slot or just the level of energy I've got when I'm streaming on weeknights, but we'll see how we go. It has been good vibing, appreciate it. Yeah, at the moment I seem to be stuck on the just below 400 mark, and if I just get past 400 I feel like I could do something, but I'm just not finding something that's getting the getting people interested enough to click that subscribe button. So as always, I will say thank you to my patrons, Junglehorn and Oniaro, for continuing to be patrons. And yeah, I will say thank you to Joshua for sticking around and for everything over the years, as you know. And yeah, thanks to Apollo Music for making the awesome music and being good enough at creating music for me to want to actually say, hey, let's pay this guy for some music. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I know I'll get there. I'm just going through a bit of a slump at the moment, I think, in terms of activity. Had a good few months where it was steady, and then just sort of slowed down to a trickle recently. I think even if I just do it for my own entertainment, some of the ideas I've got for porting mod packs to Fabric that aren't currently in Fabric would be interesting to learn more about how to build mod packs anyway, and some of those sort of intermediary mods and mods that are just there for configuration that I've seen in so many packs and haven't done much with myself. Things like fluid mix-ins and what else have we got? QBJS, that sort of stuff. A few things I've learned just from looking at packs that I've already been playing, and trying to figure out how I would go about porting them across to other things. It's always good for the brain to think about that sort of stuff. I know you talked about wanting to see some info on what it's like running a server and that sort of stuff as well, so might look into that. Right, coming up to the end of the track. Almost time to pack it in for the night, but it's been fun. Gives me a reason to talk and game. It's always nice. Anyway, that's it from me. Bye.